Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel, Dean's Crypto List. So this channel is basically created, basically for me to rant about the interesting crypto findings on a daily basis. So today we're going to talk about an interesting chart that I got from my buddy, one of my, how do I say this? One of my crypto millionaires, Ken, right? He's one of these hardcore crypto investors, and he actually told me to look at this interesting chart, VeChain, so VET USDT, and he told me like, hey, I'm really bullish about this chart. Could you take a look and tell me what you think? And so here I am. So let's have a look, shall we? As usual, I always like to start on a lot longer time frame. So let's do the daily chart first. Okay. So always like everyone to bear in mind this area. So this is the how do you call this? The day, the 2 weeks of crash, right? So bear that in mind. But we can see over here, let me delete this first. You can see over here the market is starting to consolidate from the crash. And what does it look like? It's forming a double bottom formation. I think don't you think that we keep coming across like the double bottom, as you can see. Can you guys see hopefully you guys can see the blue arrow. If not, I'll have to change the color. Okay, so yes, double bottom starting form, but obviously we have to clear the key resistance point first, which is 0.1445 ish. Okay, it definitely has to clear this area. It should enter this zone and sustain before we can say it's a definite double bottom. If not, there is a chance for it to rebound down and go sideways for a bit. So it's still a bit early days. For a bit more aggressive investors, you might want to enter in this area. I think this is a good area. Look at it. It's a very strong consolidation area. So it depends if you don't mind waiting and see. I think it's a good area to wait for. But again, we never know, right? So having said that, let's take what if you're a trader and you want to look at shorter time frames? So this is a 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Interesting. So it just recently experienced a strong bull run. This is the hourly chart. Strong bull run the last few hours. Even yesterday as well. Let me just delete this. Strong bull run. So I can see here, okay, I know it's the past, but it's a good lesson and a good case study, right? This is what we call a typical bullish pennant. Okay, so first a strong bull run, then how do I draw this? Followed by a bit of consolidation, and then another bull run. Right, so you can see that the momentum is getting a bit weaker as it goes. Right, I wouldn't call this a pennant over here. It's not very clear, but this is much clearer. Yes, not really, but as you can see, as it hits this natural resistance, right, see over here, it starts to reject. See, if we zoom out, see, if we zoom even further out, you see, it all lies in the same area. History typically repeats itself, right? So, what can we expect? There is a high probability, right, that in fact, as you can see, there are already signs of it retracing. Let me change the color here. Alright, retracing before, God damn it, before hitting back up. Now, how do we determine how far it's going to retrace? Let's go to the 4 hours, just for an example. Clear. Okay. Now we've got a blank canvas. You can see, let's start from here. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so let's start from here. Lowest low, all the way up. Why did I draw it this way? As you can see, first lower low, higher low here, before the chart breaks through. See, market goes on a bull run, rejects the price here. They think the price is too high because previously they hit a high market, and then the market felt like, hey, this is not a good idea. So it went back down. Went back down to the natural resistance. As it approaches the natural resistance, you can see over here, it starts to consolidate again. This happened twice, or 3 times rather. And if you want to count the couple hours before, which I wouldn't really, but you can say 4 times, but I would say 3 times. So you can see this is a very common consolidation point. Happened 3 times in a short span of, in a short duration. And so it decided that after consolidating, it said, hey, maybe the stocks, the coins a bit overvalued, went down further to the next consolidation point right here, right? So, and then it rejected the price and then reconsolidated and went back up. So you can see now this white line, this long white line, used to be the resistance. It used to be the support, but now it is the resistance for this new trend line. And typically I like to create a new channel, a parallel channel, and so you can see it's moving steadily within this channel, being following the trend, following a strong trend. But as we know, or at least from my experience, whenever you enter a channel on a downtrend, it typically comes out. It typically breaks through a downtrend, which means it will typically come down exit from here. It's not likely that it will break here. Not likely to happen. I've never really seen something like that happen. As you can see, case study, right? Another case study. Higher high, low up, higher low. Copy a parallel channel. Look, everything is so parallel. Alright, so you enter on a downward trend. You exit on a downward trend. So you enter a downward trend, it's quite likely to exit on a downward trend. So I definitely expect VAT, VeChain, to retrace a little bit. Where, you might ask? On a conservative side, I would say here. 0.111, 0.111. might be a good time to enter, good spot to enter, if you're willing to wait. This is 5th June, so 6th June, around this area. Somewhere next week basically, or later this week basically. Worth to keep an eye on. If not, it was just gonna go up. So it has reached, as you can see, rejected the same prices, same high over here, causing a heading downwards. But if, oops, if it crosses this yellow line, if it crosses 0.14, then we're clear, because, oops, then we're clear, because as I mentioned previously, it has to sustain this to form a breakout. Then we got a clear double bottom formation, like a W. And if it breaks out, something to note, take note of, right? This is a consolidation point, or rather potential consolidation point, and this is also a potential consolidation point. Well, roughly speaking. If you want to be a bit more precise, it'll be something like this. It'll be something like this. And now, do you see a pattern here? Within it rests two pivot points. And I really love pivot points because it's a very strong indicator of a resistance. You can see it touched, rejected. Over here, it touched, rejected. Here too, you see, it consolidates at the pivot point, and it rejects. So I really like this indicator. I think it's very good. If you're going to look at a shorter time frame, that's where it's getting interesting, right? So this is the 5-minute chart. Same thing, bullish trend. However, you can see it's also touching, it's about to touch an extra strong resistance, if I might say so myself. So what's going on here? Let's see if I can zoom in. Over here, you can see the 100 EMA, 100 moving average, and the pivot point as a point of natural resistance. Okay, so you can see the market is at this point of time pretty undecided on what it should do, right? What it should do. So should it go down? Should it go up? It doesn't know. I reckon it probably go up for a bit, because and you can see it's well basically going up right now. Yep. Okay, so why is that so? Because it's not just one point of resistance right now. There are multiple, two. The more resistances there are, the more likely it will just U-turn from there. You can see it overlaps. Same consolidation point. Yep. So it's heading back up. So if you want to get in, probably here. But if you're gonna hold it for the long run, you might want to wait. For a bit. So, as always, how would I enter this trade, or how should anyone enter this trade? Let's see. Another tool I like to use, right, just to verify some ideas that I have, is what we call the Fibonacci retracement. So let's see. You can see rejecting right at the line of the Fibonacci retracement line here, so okay, now I'm at the 4-hour chart. Shouldn't use the 4-hour. Let's talk long term first, okay? Long term. Let's see. So there's a strong consolidation point here. Okay. If you're an aggressive trader, you might want to consider entering here. Setting a stop loss. Yeah? Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, sounds about right. But of course, your take profit can go way higher. I reckon, depending on the time frame you're looking at, can go as high as here. It's a strong consolidation point in this area. Let me draw a box. Boxes are good, right? So yeah, around this area. So you can set your TP wherever here. To be conservative, I mean, if it were up to me, I'll be a bit more conservative and set it here-ish. Yeah, around about a 2.5 risk-reward ratio. That's pretty nice. Over a course of couple days, couple weeks, 2 weeks also. That's a good trade. But hey, if you're gonna wait for a longer run, if you don't mind holding it a bit longer, aim for all-time high, right? Aim for the all-time high of 0.289. 0.289. Is it all-time high? Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. If you don't mind waiting for a longer time, go for all-time high. Worth the wait. Now, that's a long-term holding. That's for long-term holders. What about short-term? What would I do? Let's see. So for short-term, like intraday, maybe hold for 2-3 days. I typically look at the hourly chart. That's enough. You can see analyze over a span of a couple of days already. And that's enough. Oh, okay, so for the hourly chart, pretty no-brainer to be honest. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a quick box here. As you can see, it's quick consolidation line. No, this box pretty useless. Okay, so key indicator on when to enter. When this goes down to meet the channel. When this meets the channel. What's the angle? Let's find out. You can see nicely parallel. Something like that, I suppose. So you can probably expect to enter this trade here or here at this point. What point is that? Let's see. 0.13, 0.128. Yeah, these 2 points. Personal preferences, obviously, depending on your risk appetite. Not risk appetite, depending on your, I don't know, greed level. For me, I'll probably just pick this, like whatever, right? Exit. Simple. Oh shit. Enter. Exit. Stop loss. Interestingly, also another 2.25. Yep. So this would definitely be within the same day or so. We're probably going to let it go within 12 hours, 24 hours. But yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting position for VET to be in, VeChain. And gotta thank my rich millionaire, crypto millionaire buddy Ken for this interesting chart. It's not a typical chart that I look at, because I'm more, I don't know, I just tend to focus on a couple coins. But yeah, interesting chart. Do let me know. So that's about it for VeChain. Hopefully you guys have gained some interesting insights. Hopefully the information has been useful for you. If you'd like to see some, if you have some charts that you'd like to have analyzed, just let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you. As always, do your own homework and do your own research, and trade safely. Do not take unnecessary risks. And till next time, I'll see you again soon.